down here in the lab again. And balloons. We're going to play with balloons some more because this is the gas law chapter, so why not? You know, they were fun in the geometry chapter. They're fun here as well. Now, a balloon is actually a marvelous little container, and it's what we call a constant pressure container, in that the pressure, the air pressure pressing in on the balloon and the force of the gas, the pressure pressing out of the balloon, are nicely balanced. If they were out of balance, the pressure inside were greater, the balloon would expand. The pressure inside were less, the balloon would collapse. So this is a constant pressure container. Now, I'm going to inflate this balloon. Now, what most people think about inflating a balloon, they contemplate the ideal gas law, piv nert, as we all do from time to time, and they recognize that they want to increase the volume, V, in this balloon. And the number of moles is on the other side of the equation. And remember, things that are on opposite sides of that equation are what we call directly related to each other. When one goes up, the other goes up as well. So they say to themselves, one way to change the volume of this balloon, to inflate the balloon, is to boost the number of moles. And sure enough, that works beautifully. I put a bunch of moles of gas in here, and the volume increased greatly. That's what most people do. I, of course, am not most people. There are other ways to do it, and so what I want to show you is a different way to inflate your balloon. So what I'm going to do is actually take this balloon and do a couple of weird things. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Back with you. All right. The other way of inflating a balloon is to have something like this. This is a big flask. I think it's a 1 liter flask. The beauty about this thing is, this glass flask, this is a constant volume container. So I can change other variables on it, and it's going to always have the same volume. And over here, I have my handy dandy trusty vacuum pump. I'm going to hook them up. Okay. Now, I open it up, and it's open to the atmosphere right now, so there's normal pressure of air inside, normal pressure of air outside. All those forces are balanced. And I have my dear friend, the balloon. Here it is. Now, I basically tied it off now, and I put just a little bit of air in there, just a short little, and then tied it off. I'm going to put it in my flask. Okay, get in there. All right. So there's the balloon sitting there in the flask. And what I'm going to do is put the stopper in it, okay, seal it up. I'm going to turn on the vacuum pump. Now what this is going to do is suck the air that's inside the flask out. So remember, what we have now is 14.7 pounds per square inch pressing in from the outside, but also on the inside, because this thing was open to the air. But now I've sealed it up, and I'm going to change the pressure. Because if you remember dear piv nert, okay, whereas volume and number of moles are on opposite sides, so they're directly related, pressure and volume are on the exact same side. They're indirectly related. As one goes up, the other is going to go down. And so what I'm going to do here is take the pressure down and watch what happens to the volume. Here we go. That is just so cool. I love that. That's the other way to inflate a balloon, okay, is reduce the pressure pressing down on the outside, and so the volume has to expand. So there's an inflated balloon here in the flask. Now, what I am going to do is turn the pump off and take the hose away. And sure enough, now that we're back to normal pressure, 14.7 pounds per square inch, pressing in, normal atmospheric pressure, our little balloon is back to being a normal, plain old balloon with just a little bit of air in it. So there you go. You could inflate your balloon the normal way by changing the number of moles, or if you're really feeling adventurous, you could change the weight of the atmosphere, change the pressure pressing in on that balloon. I love that demo. Hope you found that one a bit interesting and a bit entertaining. We'll see you later.